Hey guys, and welcome to this preview of the models of the weapons coming in patch 5.4. The reason I'm doing this video is just because I was looking around at different sites that have data mined, and I've noticed that some of the weapons look pretty cool, and overall, I think a lot of people don't really get to see the whole sort of plethora of new weapon models that are added in every new patch, and a lot of them are pretty cool and worthy of people seeing, especially with the rise of transmog and people wanting to get armor that looks pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to start off with is axes. Now, we've got both one-handed and two-hand. There's two different variants of the one-handed. There's this one at the top here, which is more like a tomahawk. The other one's dual-bladed. I think the tomahawk one, it looks pretty okay. Honestly, it looks more like a quest item instead of anything really epic. These other ones, they look pretty cool too. Now, the two-handers, they look really smashy. Although, as you can see, there's these weird sort of eyes in them. I don't really know if that looks weird. Honestly, I don't want my axe looking at me. That's not cool. Next thing we're going to go on to is daggers. I mean, everyone loves a good stabbing, right? So, we have the more traditional style of sort of slicey dagger, and I think these look like mage spell blades. I think that solid blue one looks quite cool. The others look extremely meh. As for these curved blades, I think they just look sort of generic WoW at this stage. But at the very bottom you can see these like really badass serrated blades. They're good. See, if you're a rogue, right, they look awesome. Go get them. So the next thing is fist weapons. Now fists, I think these just look pretty average, to be honest. Just going to skip on ahead to maces. Now maces, the one-handers look pretty meh, you know, the usual deal. These two-handers, they look like giant freaking forces of epic boomness. So I think that's quite cool. I think they actually look pretty damn awesome. So yeah, well done. Now for offhands, honestly, I think these ones at the top, weird lanterny things, meh. But you see these scepters? Holy shit, if you're an offhand class, that red scepter or blue scepter, that looks awesome. You see, if you're a warlock and you want the green fire quest, if you get that sort of like green offhand, I think that would look really pretty damn nice. As for pole arms, unfortunately they look rather generic, but I suppose what can you do with pole arm? Is it pole arm? Now for range, this is always a place where I have mixed opinions. I think the wands look pretty nice. Well, those first three anyway. Now there's these ones which are clearly unfinished models, which I'm obviously not going to talk about. The same goes for these raid crossbows. Three colours. I think it could be an interesting idea, but honestly, looking at this base work, of course they have room to improve, but I don't think it looks that good. The bows, I think, look a little bit ridiculous. You know, as somebody who in real life has shot a bow and's pretty okay at it, like, these just look weird. They look way too thick, they look silly, honestly, just really silly. As for the guns, once again, Blizzard are going for some sort of weird thing that's like just full of, I don't know, like, it just doesn't look that cool to me at all. They look very average, and I suppose gun models have been rather strange for the last while. I think everyone would agree in this, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. As for the bows, I'm not sure if these are done. They do look rather finished, as they're quite high resolution, but overall I just think extremely meh, once again. Now, even post seeing what the hunter tier gear looks like, I can see these having some sort of synergy together, but honestly, I don't think they look that good. Funny enough, as a hunter, I think I'm just going to stick with my current transmog of Arena Season 1 with the black bow of the Betrayer, because that just looks fantastic. As for shields, it's pretty regular. You know, I'm really combing through this trying to find that, that one awesome sort of piece that everybody wants, and I'm not finding it so far. The next thing we have is staffs. Unfortunately, these sort of ones at the top, they don't look, they just look quite meh. Now, at the bottom here you can see these really cool, actually it might not even be on the bottom for the people watching on the video, but they're pretty much big eyeballs on a stick. So these I'm just going to dub the Lollipops of Doom, and yeah, they're interesting. That much I give you, Blizzard. And now for swords. Blizzard seem to do a pretty good job of swords. So first of all we have these one-handers. Now there's two different variants. There's these sort of, metal ones. They look pretty okay, whatever. Who cares? The really cool things, I think, are these crystalline ones. There's four different colours. There's green, blue, orange, and purple. I think the green looks really cool. I think these are pretty badass, actually. And for any class that's going for a sort of crystalline look in their armour, there's probably some even kata sets that would work well with those in transmog. As for two hands, we have sort of the usual big scythy deal. Honestly, they don't really look like swords. They more look like, I forget the name, but essentially a sword and a stick. So yes, that's that. Overall, I'm actually rather underwhelmed, especially considering this is the final, the final big patch of the expansion. I maybe thought Blizzard could have pulled it out on the art front. Like, some of the gear, I've noticed a lot of the comments for both of my preview videos for the new sets were quite mixed, actually. You know, there's some things I think are pretty cool myself, but a lot of people are really not sure about the whole thing, and other than those one-handed swords, I don't really know if Blizzard have sort of knocked it out of the park in any of these. And honestly, I'm still going to think sort of some of the BC, even some of the Wrath, designs were a little bit better than what they've been pulling out recently. I think Kata was definitely one of the worst periods for hunters. I felt some of the gear and that was pretty awful, but whatever. So I hope you enjoy this early sort of preview at the weapon models. Maybe if you're a transmogger, you'll have some new sort of things to aspire to get in the next patch. But yes, thank you for watching. Please like if you like, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I do plenty of stuff. This is the PTR season, so I'm just going to be heavy in doing preview videos, just everything, covering everything in video format with my opinions and stuff added on, so people can enjoy that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.